What's up, y'all? Back again at y'all, KT Podcast. It's your boy Terry L and my man right here, Conrad.
Hey, what's up, people? So
Peace.
glad to be back. It's been a minute since we've been on ad, but that's our fault. That's not your fault.
So and plus, we got angles too. Just want y'all to know we got angles,
Absolutely.
camera angles.
It's all jumping off on here. Anyway, we back again, and you know how we bring it. We just talk about what's going on in the news. We keep the flavor hot and fresh. But before we get started, I want to talk to my man Terry, because Terry is doing another venture.
Yep.
He's stretching it out.
Okay.
Tell me about Boxstar Entertainment, my man.
Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know, I've been into the boxing promoting for a little while, going back to 2015. We're putting on shows in London and across the UK, and we're trying to venture out beyond that. Boxstar officially
I've been there.
Is into our third year. We've made Boxstar a trademark, registered company. Company's trademark, logos trademark, as well as the actual show. So, come on, man, right here, Big Warren.
Hey.
Big shout to Warren.
Big Warren. Come on in here, man.
Call up my man Warren. Cafe Caribbean is the place to be.
Go wrong. I mean, the food is bananas.
So, yeah, that's what we're doing here.
Bless. Appreciate that, my brother.
So basically, Boxstar Entertainment is an official company. We are trying to take it to new heights. We are doing things. We're doing 2 or 3 shows a year. 2019, we got 3 shows scheduled in, possibly 5, but at the moment we're doing 3 shows. We look at the music as well as various forms of entertainment. We are the future. Boxstar is the future. So I want to give mad shouts to everybody associated with Boxstar, and being your founder and CEO, I'm making it plain, we coming.
That's good to hear, man. I'm really proud of that. Glad to hear that. Yeah, so sitting here, we're in Spitalfield Market, eating some of my man's food, Cafe Caribbean, as you can see in the background.
Getting our eat on.
What we're going to talk about this week, Terry? I think, first and foremost, I got to scream on your boy.
Talk about it.
Orange Thunder. That Bama, did you see the press conference after the midterms?
Yep.
So, my man in there, he talking to the reporters and stuff. And one of the reporters kind of go gangster, don't want to give up the mic.
Yep.
He sent an intern gangster up there to get the mic. He just kind of, moves his hand.
Yep.
Next thing you know, Huckabee, ugly Huckabee.
Yeah, Huckabee.
That broad, I don't even want to get on that. Huckabee put out some fake news. Almost looked like dude did one of them kung fu karate chops. Give me that mic back. Give me the mic back. When it wasn't even like that.
They something else. They go hard. I mean, the reality is, you have to understand Trump's position right now. He's in defense mode.
Absolutely. But he don't see it like that. He think he winning.
No, he trying to tell everybody he winning. Because he's preaching to converted. We winning, y'all. And it's us against them.
Exactly.
So the reality is, I think that was just all a stunt. And if you gotta have half a brain cell to realize the stunt move was, let me go out here and let everybody know it's us against CNN.
Yeah.
Because he feels CNN is anti-Trump or anti-Trump administration. Now, in fairness, CNN y'all go a little hard on a brother. They go in a little too much.
I can't be mad at him. Anytime you got a presidency that's just out and out willing to lie and tell you goat cheese is actually milk, you got to go hard at them to try to get the truth. That's what they're just trying to get the truth out of him. But he avoids everything, or he just says something crazy, like, no, it's applesauce. So you can't trust nothing he says. So they go hard trying to get the truth.
I mean, sticking to the point you made about the intern and the microphone situation.
Yeah.
Now, they're well within their rights, the White House, for those of y'all who don't understand how it actually works. When you go to the White House and they have a press conference, they invite people into the White House. They invite CNN, ABC News, CNBC, Ghetto News, whoever.
Yeah.
So once you get the press pass, they can pick and choose who they want to call upon to ask a question.
Yep.
That generally the most senior, that's the po-po, but they ain't coming for us, y'all. So the po-po,
we all right.
So the CNN normally gets first dibs because of their clout.
Yeah.
And this reporter, he's quite senior in CNN, so he's gonna get even more clout. Now, When Trump said, "That's enough questions, sit your ass down," he didn't want to listen. He's well within his right to tell an intern to go get the goddamn mic. Now, the Bama still didn't want to put the microphone down because he still want to ask some more questions. And there was other people trying to ask questions. So that part about it, to me, just to me, the way I see it, to me that seemed all right. That seemed fair. Sit your monkey ass down, get somebody the microphone, pass the microphone. However, what you're relating to, that's just foul ball. Like he tried to karate chop the girl, and snatch her titty out or something. Yeah. Give her the mic, take the mic, whatever. Take her arm.
Grab her by the. You know how Trump go.
Yeah, you know how he go. But that's just him being in defense mode because they just lost the House.
Yeah.
They still, but they gained more. Bad. Well, it wasn't. The margin wasn't that big though.
The point is
216. That was a big margin.
But the point is, they had it, and if he was doing as well as he say he is, he shouldn't have lost nothing. True. He should have been
because the battle made it about him. The problem Trump had, he turned the midterm elections about him.
He even said this is a referendum on Trump. So why he came out the mouth like that, I don't know.
It reminded me of that stupid ass bro Twisi May. When her dumb ass called a general election, why is she calling an election and the people ain't even feeling her ass?
No.
So when
she didn't get elected.
She didn't get elected. So when instead of her riding the storm out, go on with the referendum, serve board, and then roll out. This dumbass called an election. They just get rid of her monkey ass. She had to go make a pact with a DUD, whoever the motherfucker.
Cost her what, $2 billion?
Cost us $2 billion because she ain't paid shit.
It cost us some billions for her to stay up in there. Tell you that for nothing.
Basically, and the reality is, what he should have did was said, "We doing real good. Everybody eating.
Everybody happy.
Everybody happy. We got Happy Meals, cartwheels, zooms and whams. Everybody got some money in pocket. We eating good. Everybody living good.
Zooms and whams.
The economy's going up. We doing good. But
everybody working.
Everybody got jobs.
That's it.
But no, his dumb ass gonna make it about his orange ass.
That's it.
And it cost him. So I don't feel nothing for him. But
he
the problem is, he overstand his hand. But that'll hold him. Yeah. Maybe they can get rid of his monkey ass in 2 more years, but have the real election. That's what counts.
That's when the get down will be about to get down.
The food's a bomb too. I'm letting y'all know.
You know what? I'm tempted to stop this and go ahead on and finish eating, but we ain't gonna do that.
We ain't gonna do that.
We're gonna keep it
we
moving.
Ghetto brothers. We're gonna eat while we talk. That's how we
keep
do.
it moving. So now let's move on.
Okay.
To something else. What do you want to talk about, Terry?
So the second part of Trump was, you see that thing on the weekend in Paris when Macron gave his speech. This man ain't show up.
Punk ass. It's raining.
It's raining. Ain't that something? It's raining. The weather too good. Come on, Melania. Sit your ass right here. We ain't trying to get wet.
That's just, I'm sorry. That's what you call disrespectful on 1,000. You don't pull up to no big ceremony like that. Land your big ass plane and say,
Air Force One.
Nah.
We ain't going outside.
It's raining.
It's too wet.
I don't want my toupee to get all messed up.
Get wet.
That was, you know, but that was a big letdown for the United States. And you know, we both Americans, but you don't just say I'm not going because it's raining. That's not even style.
Not only that, I think it was a very it was an opportunity where he missed, because the reality is, I don't know who's advising this man, if at all, because it's not like he's just making this shit as he go along.
Oh, he is.
The reality is, this is a commemoration of the fallen soldiers of World War I, right? Even I got my ass involved, because I'm normally, I don't really get that patriotic, but it was a momentous occasion.
Absolutely.
And Macron gave a really good speech.
Yep.
And he basically laid tribute to all the nations who were there, representing their respective nations.
That's right.
Vlad was there. You know, Big Vlad was there.
You know Vlad will be there.
Gangster Vlad was there representing. I fucks with Vlad. That's my man, Vlad. Vlad don't mess around. He came in there. He gave the little gangster role too. He came in there like leaning too.
That's how he rolls.
He like gave the thumbs up to Angela Merkel. What's up, baby?
I seen Vlad pull a move that I ain't never seen no other president do. Vlad got mad at a meeting, stood up, walked out the meeting, and walked home.
God damn. He didn't get a ride, walked his ass home.
He walked home. No, ain't nobody gonna mess with him.
Because anybody gonna mess with Vlad.
It wasn't no short walk either.
No,
Vlad got his monkey ass up and walked home. Somebody followed him with a camera. Vlad got mad and walked home. That's how gangster he is.
That's our gangster, man.
That's gangster.
That's a real leader right there. He don't just lead from the front, back. He lead from the front.
No, he leave in front.
I seen Vlad.
Come at me.
We're trying to go on peace there. Vlad got a meeting one time. Vlad a bad man.
We fucks with Vlad.
I fucks with Vlad. Vlad had a meeting with some execs of a failing steel company, I believe, in Russia.
Did you see how he handled that?
Main man rolls up there on a train, not a plane, not a car, not a limo, a train. Gets off the train with his peeps, goes in the boardroom with about 15 dudes, all billionaires by the way. He sits down with his piece of paper and Vlad says, yeah baby, you can be in this too.
Yeah, come on.
Say hi to people.
Come on, say hi.
Come on in, darling. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. We put everybody, it's international up in here.
That's it.
So anyway, Vlad said,
Vlad rose up with his pen and piece of paper.
With a contract and said, look, this company has been failing for a number of years and hundreds or thousands of people are about to lose their job. Why? Okay, you ain't got an explanation? Well, I tell you what, from this point onward, give me the goddamn company. We gonna take over it, sign your punk ass on this dotted line, and where you going, punk ass? Come over here, sign on the line. One bammer signed the goddamn piece of paper and walked away with his pen and said, hey, punk, bring my pen back. Bring my goddamn pen back. Now go sit your monkey ass over there.
Don't play.
Vlad don't play. And then he said,
you ain't even gonna steal a pen from Vlad.
You ain't gonna steal a pen from Vlad. Vlad said, look, sign a contract. And then, no, the worst part was he looked at the contract and says, hold up. Everybody signed except you. Bring your monkey ass over here. Sign the goddamn contract.
And
okay.
Look, matter of fact, dude tried to act like he was gonna sell some death for
yeah,
a minute.
You saw that? He tried to get stick out the mouth. What? What? I thought, you know, he gangster. He ghetto. What? What? You know, in the hood, when someone roll up on you, you be like, what?
You do this move.
What? Look at him all cross-eyed.
Like he's small.
Like he's small. That's why I say Vlad the man. Anyway, so Vlad rolls up in there. So if Vlad can come, you know Orange Thunder can come.
He can come, he can roll up in there.
He didn't come because, what is this?
He said it was raining.
That's a disrespect.
And there wasn't enough time to get it organized for him to get there. Like what they had to do, mop the streets for him to get there?
Well, how long does it take to get toupee ready? His toupee already half done anyway.
But he ain't gonna never get wet. He go from the most dry car in the world to 50,000 Secret Service people around him with umbrellas.
And not only that, he ain't never, that toupee, when if it gets a little wet, it just a little shake and it's gone.
I think it's made out of cement.
Goddamn.
I bet they pull it off and throw it, he cuts my head off. Hey, John, that joint it's like on there.
It just sits, don't it? Don't even move a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
That kind of hair has a little frill to it.
No, sir. No, sir.
Anyway,
no,
so
sir.
yeah, so I think that was the biggest thing that kind of like made his week from bad to worse. He lost the midterm elections, then he go diss everybody on the goddamn international
front. Yeah,
international
he
front.
going to the international party and decide, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I just came over here for the flight because I just wanted to take a little.
I like Paris.
Yeah.
My wife didn't live a handbag. Anyway, enough about Orange Thunder, because you know we gonna talk about him in our next podcast about how
we probably gonna talk about him forever.
We gonna talk about his ass till he leave.
Till Auntie Maxine get his monkey ass out.
Because Maxine goes hard. Shouts out to Maxine Waters. Mad shout out to Maxine Waters.
Absolutely, Auntie Maxine, you gonna handle that. I know you're gonna handle that.
I know you're gonna handle that, Maxine.
We already got faith in you.
Auntie Maxine don't go for nothing.
No, she'll take no shorts either.
Auntie Maxine, one of them aunties, man, from the hood, but she go pull you by the ear.
Mm-hmm.
Come on inside, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Do your homework before I smack you out you again.
And go tell your mother what I just did.
Oh man,
that's how Auntie Maxine rolls.
Basically. So, yeah. So how you find the midterm? Like, you think a corner's turned, or you think don't get too happy right now?
So, the way I see it, with Trump, he outdoes himself every day with something brand new that I never thought I'd see in my life. But I do think that we now have a chance to make some corrections in what has gone on over the last year, 2 years, and we can start to correct those mistakes and make America understand that being great is not about being racist. it's not about disrespect. It's more of, like the previous administration said, when they go low, we go high. That's what makes America great. That's how America used to be. So I think we have a chance to make a turn and go back to the way that things should be, as far as America being a respected country instead of a fed or somebody that you're just nervous, you don't know what they're going to do next. That's how I see it. How you see it?
Well, I started to take a more pragmatic view, in the sense that America was never fucking great for us anyway.
Hell no.
So the reality of it being great, I ain't buying that, first of all. Second of all, I think that you're right. I think in terms of the international respect, I think the international respect is always going to be there, because people in America for two things: international military might,
Yep.
and finances.
Money.
It's the two things that make everything roll. And in fact, money should be the first, and the military thing is secondary. And y'all have a good day, y'all. Take care, baby. Take care. The reality for me is that I think that what the midterm election signified was redressing the checks and balances, because he sort of thought that there was no check and balance involved, and they made him realize that even when he had the House and the Senate, so even the Democrats didn't have the House nor the Senate at that time, they were still letting him realize you just can't say and do anything as you want, as you please.
He was running the country by executive order.
And America, the beautiful thing about the legislature that runs and governs America, the Constitution doesn't allow, it actually protects America from people like him.
Yep.
So I think that was a wake-up call for him, cemented by the votes in the midterm election.
Absolutely.
Some seats were lost in the Senate that should have been blue, that became red. I think that was disappointing. And the margin, as I said, in the House wasn't wide enough for them to be totally happy. So ain't nobody really jumping up and down doing cartwheels and shit.
Nobody
happy
losing their
enough.
mind. Yeah.
216 to 196 or 219 to 196 is a big enough margin, but it should be a little wider. Having said that, I think that he's probably looking over his shoulder. He's probably thinking, damn, I missed out on an opportunity. I got to do this shit all over again.
Yeah.
I got to sell some more death. And because think about the Make America Great Again slogan. Once you've used it, you can't use it again.
You can't use it again.
So when
you got to come up with something brand new.
come up with something clever again.
You done had 4 years to make America great by the time the next election comes up. So what's his next slogan be?
Make America even greater.
Greater.
You know, however it look, I don't think it stacks up well for him. And to be honest, it's almost, to me, I said this before to you a long time ago.
Yeah.
I actually think he's doing whatever he can to sabotage his own self. I don't really think he wants to run again. I don't really think he wants to do another 4 years.
I kind of thought he didn't want to do the first 4, and I think the power got to his head.
Because he's here now, so you gotta make it look. You gotta make it look good.
He looked really nervous and uncomfortable when he was giving his so-called acceptance speech. Like, oh boy,
this
I was hungry, but I wasn't that hungry.
This shit real.
That's a whole lot to eat.
Yeah, that's a whole lot to eat. These politicians, they something else.
They gangsters
on another level. So
I don't think he really wanted it in the first place, but he got there. And, once he signed that first executive order, that was like his first hit of crack. He was gone. He was gone from there.
He was gone. He want to get rid of immigrants and shit.
He want to build walls.
Oh, get all the jokers out of
He
here.
want to get a space force.
And look, he just
tell
said,
me, Scotty's trying to blow it, but trying to beam him up. You know it.
He like, look, and if you were here before I became president, y'all still gotta go. I don't care how long you been here. You got jobs.
Who your mother is.
Okay, who your mother is. All that shit. You were born with immigrant, you gotta go too.
I don't care if you voted for me or not. You got to get about.
You gotta get out of here.
No
so
doubt.
He tried to tear the Constitution and rewrite that shit.
He did, yeah.
So
he still believes he can.
We could do a whole segment about Trump. That's how vicious it is.
That's just beyond that.
It's, but I think that I'm really happy in some respects about this midterm election, because maybe CNN can stop talking about his ass so much. Man, CNN, shouts out to CNN, but y'all was in overdrive.
Oh, yeah.
To a point where I thought, damn, maybe this dude ain't doing nothing but messing everybody up. And you kind of forget. See, when you criticize somebody, you almost got to do it in a sideways criticism to the point where
you got to come at him from the side.
Got to come from the side, because it ain't like he in the office saying, F everybody, I'm gonna write me another executive order. He is doing something. So the trajectory of the economy was going up under the Obama administration.
It already had taken flight.
But what he did was he kept that trajectory going in the right direction. So he got to be given props for that. But CNN don't do that until someone remind him about that.
But hold on, now you also got to know about economics and everything. It takes about 8 to 12 years for a change to actually start taking effect and going on what it was going to do in the first place.
Exactly. So it ain't on him.
He just riding that wave.
He got to ride the wave.
He ain't really, done nothing too bad to mess it up. But his spending has been out of damn control. He is spending more money than any other president in the history of presidents spending money.
But see, this is in England, because we in London, y'all, just for the viewers that don't know where we're at.
Yep.
In England, they have the same problem. The conservatives and Republicans, they're probably cousins. They gotta be cousins because
they came over on the boat that was sent over from here.
Because they have the same goddamn policy.
Yep.
They keep trying to fool everybody with this austerity bull crap.
Yep.
Austerity measures. We're having austerity measures. And it's austerity, we gotta cut back. But when you cut from one hand,
yep,
you spend it on something else. So unless you cut from everybody, then you know you're doing proper austerity. So austerity isn't really that stringent unless the cuts are stringent across the board.
It's actually a way for rich people to make more money.
Well, there it is.
To be fair about it.
There it is. So the reality is, Trump gonna spend more money because that's how that Bama makes money. He spends money. What's up, bro? Y'all good? We're doing this podcast, man. You know, we over here in London doing a podcast, putting y'all on blast. Yeah, basically, we gotta get shouts to the brothers over here in England.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Gotta bring them in, give them love, give them love, give them love.
They had suits on, so they had a proper job too.
They actually had a job.
They had a job.
Yep.
So I gotta give shouts to the brothers. So anyway, next topic, I'm like, how you doing? She all in my goddamn business. Next topic we're gonna talk about is we want to talk about an issue that
don't get no tissue.
Don't get no tissue.
It ain't that bad.
It ain't that bad. We've been
but it is an issue.
We've been talking about for a while.
Yep.
And it's relationships.
Yep.
So we're gonna talk about relationship in the format of feel-good factor and not feel-good factor. Sexual relationships and why people don't have sex.
Yep.
If you're in a relationship.